we have about 180 people watching through the Twitter. So 180 people on the Twitter, you are going to be disconnected, and we advise you to hit the channel one, not the TV one, because the channel one will give you the opportunity to comment. So here we go. All right, I think the Twitter now is off, and then we are all here on Enter Biafra Channel 1. I thank you all for being here, and you are going to be making screenshots. You are going to be making a screen recording screenshot as the case may be, depending on, on what I'm saying. So there is a button where you can actually share. There is a button where you can share to social media. You can share to Facebook. You can share to Twitter, this particular broadcast directly from this website. You can share to LinkedIn. You can share to Pinterest. You can share to many, including WhatsApp. There is a way you can share through the WhatsApp, a WhatsApp message. You can share it through the WhatsApp. And let us keep going. We are going to tell them that we are Biafrans, and nothing can stop us from what we are doing. The more harder they come, the more stronger we become. And a lot of people are already here on that particular channel 1. So we are going to, I'm going to bring that some of you have forgotten how Biafrans were being killed. In April or in 2016, Biafrans were massacred like never before. And I want you all, let us, a moment. Where is the plus here? Right. I want you to understand that in 2016, for those of you who may have forgotten, Biafrans were killed, massacred in Onitsha. Biafrans were killed and massacred in June 2016. So I want you, when you look at the pickup or the helos, whatever it is called, you find out that the corpses, dead bodies of Biafrans is what you see. Dead bodies of Biafrans, IPOB members, their dead bodies is what you see in these healers. A lot of people were massacred, killed without provocation. I want you all to understand, when they tell you what is going on, this is happening, that is happening, I want you to understand that a lot has happened to us. A lot has happened to us. Now look at, we're going to read it. A week after the slaying of pro-Biafran demonstrator in Onitsha, details of how the mass killing was coordinated by security forces have emerged. I want everybody to listen to this. This is very important. Detail of how the mass murder of IPOB member coordinated by the security forces have emerged. This particular killing have not changed. The only thing that changed now is we have pick up arms. Also, have pick up arms. You kill us, we kill you back. There is no two ways about it. It is called self-defense. Now, they will never kill us like this again and go free. Premium Times report in 2016 has obtained an insider account by a whistleblower who is an operative of the State Security Service. So the information is coming from an insider who gave account how IPOB members were massacred. You know, after this massacring, nobody actually wrote a petition against anybody. These are people who have died and have given this agitation a meaning. They have given this agitation a direction. The sacrifice that these our people paid just for asking for freedom. And today somebody is coming to take the glory in the name of let us give him presidency. The same people who facilitated the killings of Biafrans have turned around today and tell you, oh, come, let us give you presidency in the name of P2B. I want you people to understand the worst enemy we have now are these political idiots, political criminals. The same whistleblower had reached out and provided vital information to two human rights organizations, the Amnesty International and the Inter-Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. I want you people to know that nothing in this life, all these atrocities are against our people will never go free. Many of them have paid the price of their crime. Blowing the whistle, I want you to listen. The operative who was part of the security joint operation but is now disturbed by the manner soldiers refused to play by the rules, contacted a trusted human rights activist. The identity of the whistleblower is being concealed, so he is not punished by the authorities. He recorded narrative is, however, in the possession of this newspaper. His recorded narrative is still in the possession of the Premium Times. How many people ever requested the Premium Times to have the recorded interview or the recorded narrative? Till today, nobody. But today you see things are happening, and all of you have forgotten how they were massacring the IPOB members in 2016. The whistleblower stated that the operation started with medium use of force on the night of May 29, 2016. The following morning, the Joint Task Force moved from the Onitsha Army Barrack to the rally venue on Nkpo Umoji Road, only to find a crowd of pro-Biafra supporters who had been battered the night before by invading soldiers in the premises of St. Edmund Catholic Primary School. I want to just refresh your back. The reason why, this year can never pass us by. The crowd, joined by newcomers, was by now in a resistance mood. I want all of you to listen. At that point, the Joint Task Force retreated to Onitsha military barracks. The retreat infuriated the cantonment commander, Issa M. Abdullahi. I want you to pay attention to the name. The name is what? Issa M. Abdullahi. The name is not Okoro. The name is not Okechuku. The name is not Ogeremibo. The name is not Ete. The name is Issa M. Abdullahi. And what happened? A colonel who ordered them back to clear the venue and road of all miscreant. The colonel ordered them back to go and clear the road of all miscreant. With this firm directive, the joint task force, dominated by soldiers and led by Major C.O. Ibrahim, another northerner, Muslim Boko Haram. The cantonment commander is Isa M. Abdullahi. The soldiers that were sent to butcher the people at Ekpa is called Major C.O. Ibrahim. None of these people are Igbos. None of them are Biafrans. None of them are from Ijo. None of them are from Efik. None of them are from the south. I want you to understand this impunity is being done by the Fulani. They only need 2 persons. Only 2. Only 2. And impunity will begin to reign. It was carried out, led by Major C.O. Ibrahim of the Nigeria Military Police, stormed the street and the event venue. Okay? The rest is history. And you know what that means? When somebody tells you that the rest is history. The whistleblower said that while other members of the Joint Task Force were minimizing the use of force, soldiers recklessly, commanded by a Fulani terrorist, opened fire at crowd, shooting at close range and wasting people indiscriminately. You people don't know what Biafra have seen. What you see today is a small thing, for what is to come. Believe me, passerby and the people in their homes and shops were not spared of the stray bullet, the SSS operative said. Why I am bringing this thing today to read is because of the next sit at home that is coming on the 23rd and the 24th of this month. He said it got to a point where injured pro-Biafran supporters, seeing the countless bodies of their colleagues on the ground, opened their arms wide, advanced towards the soldiers, screaming that they too should be killed. 3 military trucks were used to cut away heaps of dead bodies. 3 military trucks were used. As I am talking to you today, not even a single person has been tried for murdering, for this mass murder of Biafra people. During this time, we were one Nigerians. Somebody like me or people like us, we are not even bothered. We are not even bothered to read the news of what was going on. And that is exactly what some people are doing today. So that's why sometimes when these people start doing this thing, I look at them. I said, oh, I have been there. I was there. I was like them. So I know exactly what is going on, with some people because I was there. Now, according to the whistleblower, there are 2 cemeteries inside the Onitsha Army, though reserved for fallen soldiers. Victims of the massacre were buried in the cemetery close to Yewe Church, inside the barrack. As I'm talking to you today, no Igbo person, nobody has raised an eyebrow against this terrorist state about these killings. It was widely reported by Amnesty and everything was said. But where are those who committed this atrocity? Has anything happened to them? The answer is no, because it has to do with the killing of Biafran. Today, cut them. The whistleblower added that in the evening of the same day, when everyone thought the dust had settled, Joint Task Force operative invaded Newi Teaching Hospital. Even as that, they invaded hospital and to the fury of nurses, abducted 12 gunshot victims and seven of their relatives or relations looking after them. People that didn't have any weapon with them. People that did nothing other than gathering for a rally. Nothing else. And I want you to understand that this is the killing and the massacre which the one they call Uchemefo is involved in. Uchemefo was part of the people that led our people to be killed. Right? Today, he is the one who is calling himself a human right. I don't know what he called himself. I don't want to be mentioning people that are, inconsequential. But even during the time of the last sit at home, where the Nigeria state just did exactly what they know how to do best, which is killing our people, he was part of those who came and started ranting. But I want you to listen. You can't kill a Biafran anymore and go free. Never. It can never happen again. And we're already on our way to exit Nigeria. Okay? And we fight our way out of Nigeria. It is going to happen. That is the reason why this man, led Biafra and decided to defend Biafra against what you see today.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria. We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Now, and that particular same thing we are talking about today. The same thing. And here we go. The 19th, on the 19th, including women, were brought before the Commissioner of Police, Hosea Karma. I want you to pay attention to the names that is being mentioned here. First is a man called Issa, who is the commandant or was the commandant of the cantonment. Two is the other man who was Abdullahi, who led the troop to kill Biafrans at the church premises. Three is the commissioner of police, whose name was Hosea Karma. And I don't think you know what is Karma. I want you to understand the names that were being mentioned as part of those perpetrating this heinous crime against Biafra people. He claimed that the commissioner accused the 19 of threatening the security of the state. Are you hearing it? Now, today, they don't go to bandit and kill them like that. People that have gun and AK-47, they don't go to them to kill them. He would, however, ordered that the wounded men be returned to the hospital while their family members be taken away by SARS for interrogation. Family members of those wounded were taken away for interrogation. Do you see the right that you do not have in Nigeria? Human rights activists familiar with police tactics in Nigeria say that interrogation by SARS is a euphemism for torture. So everybody knows what SARS does and how they did their torture and the kill, leading to the end SARS protest. Now, there are family members that were taken away from the hospital for committing no crime other than coming to look after them, have been subjected to torture by SARS. Continuing his narrative, the whistleblower said that on June 2nd, 2 days after the massacre, soldiers stormed the Nnewi hospital and arrested 8 of the 12 critical injured men the commissioner had earlier sent back to the hospital. It was not enough. The cantonment commander, Issa, a Fulani terrorist led by another Abdullahi, did not get satisfaction from the people they killed previously. They had to now go back to the hospital to now take the 12 people who had a very critical injury from gunshot. They take them. As I'm talking to you, their whereabouts were unknown. Look at them. Their whereabouts remain unknown. They have killed them and throw them into Isu River or throw them into one mass grave like that. Nobody will give account. Nobody know what happened to them. Nobody can come and hold Issa Abdullahi responsible for this mass murder because they are all Fulanese. They own the life of other people in Nigeria. I want you people to know that it is that we started seeing something in Nigeria, but we are going to end it this year. We will end it with the same force. The same force is what we are going to use to end it this year. Nigeria is ending. When I say this thing, don't take me for granted. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Now, they continue. Premium Time separately gathered that on the June 3rd, 5 men with serious bullet wounds were transferred by soldiers from Onitsha Army Barrack to the CID, state CID, and dumped inside a cell without any medical attention. All these things in our own land. In our own land, where you have people elected to become governors, to become senators, to become state of House of Assembly, where you have leaders and nobody is talking. Nobody talked. Nobody did anything. The same thing today you want to do next month. Kachineke kpọọ Kachineke kpọọ. Let us see how you are going to come out and say you want to do Nigeria election. Kachineke akpọcha unu ọkụ next month. We are unable to ascertain if the 5 men were among the 8 abducted from Nnewi Teaching Hospital the day before. The same or the name of the abducted men is given as Ugo Kesi. As news spread that soldiers had invaded the Nnewi Teaching Hospital, gunshot victims in other hospitals begged their relation to move them to other states. I want you all to pay attention. Among those moved to Abia State were Chidi Nwiwe, Uchenna Oda, Eziaka Ejike, Chima Anamuo Sonye, Nwaowe John, Ifeanyi C, Zubuike and Ugochukwu Nnamu. Those moved to Enugu included Ifeanyi Ogumma and Arinze Aja. Since the whistleblower account, human rights groups have worked their contact in the various security outfit to check out the story. A security source, another SSS source, and a military police source individually confirmed that a mass burial occurred in the afternoon of Wednesday, June 1, in a military cemetery near Yahweh Church inside Onitsha military barracks. Mass burial where the deceased, the people they killed, their family did not have opportunity to say goodbye to them. The family of these Biafrans did not have the opportunity, were not given the opportunity to say goodbye or to say the last prayer to their loved ones. They were buried, killed in cold blood, buried by Fulani in our land. I want you people to understand that what we are revenging is too much. It's not just about war alone. We are on a revenge mission at the same time we are fighting the exit of Biafra from Nigeria this year. So before you begin to blame people, know the reason. Before you begin to accuse people, know the reason. Those people that you see today doing what they are doing, you don't know what they have seen. You don't know what the Nigeria state have done to them. Before you begin to accuse people, Biafrans, ask question. Ask question. Because you don't know is bigger than you. Ask question. A lot has happened. And we are here to end it. Completely ending it. I want you to follow me. We are going to read this story so you understand. The military police source added that a total of 15 graves were prepared, with some taking as many as 10. Bodies, while some contain only 5. As many as 15 graves. And when you hear 15 graves and they tell you 10, know that it is about 20. If they tell you 15 grave and it is 10 that each grave is taken, know it that the grave actually take like 20. I am telling you. Somebody say no sound. Is that true? Tell you 10. Know that it is. There is sound. Can hear that? So if you hear them say all these things, 10 people in one grave, know that it is more than that. That is the point. It is definitely more than 10. Now, we continue. To hell and back, an escapee experience. To hell and back is the only way to summarize the experience of Harry Ibebuike Anekwe, the 32-year-old electrical engineer who was abducted by soldiers on his way to Enugu. Just the same abduction that is happening today. News of Mr. Anekwe abduction was widely circulated by the human rights coalition called the Southeast-based Coalition of Human Rights Organization. Recounting on his ordeal, Mr. Anekwe, who is not an IPOB member, said he was on his way to Enugu from Onitsha to seal an electrical installation contract with a Lagos-based businessman in the morning of the day, 30th May 2016. He was abducted by soldiers and taken to Onitsha military cantonment. I live at Moago, the greatest shock of my life, witnessing the killing of 3 young men returned from early morning mass in front of the street leading to St. Edmund's Catholic Church, Mpoago. Early morning mass is a daily ritual for Catholic communities. I was arrested and thrown inside a military truck. I think the three young men panicked when they saw the soldiers waving their guns and backing. They attempted to run, and right before my very eyes, the soldiers fired at them. One of the other, they picked up their corpses and threw them like dogs or like logs of wood into the same truck I was sitting inside. The soldiers moved from that street to another, arresting people and throwing them inside the same truck, and killing others and picking up their bodies. They were hunters on a hunting expedition. That is exactly what the Issa, whatever name is, ordered them to do. The same thing that the 82nd Division Command GCO is doing today. It is what they are known for, Fulanis. They will use terrorism, they will use military uniform to compel people, to put fear, to create fear, to say, you must come down and we are going to be under us. The only profession they know is to go to army, to join the army, whether they know how to write or not. They put them into Nigeria army and then they become officers. Before you know it, they will rise up to colonel. Ask him to solve one mathematics, he can't solve it. But he's a colonel. When we got to the barracks, I saw heaps of bodies on the ground. Those still dumped together with the dead. Another military vehicle brought in a new set of corpses. Later in the evening, all the corpses were taken to the direction of a nursery and primary school inside the barracks. I never saw anything again because we were taken into a cell, Mr. Enekwe recounted. I want you people to pay attention to the evil that the Fulani has perpetrated in our land. And that is why Ojoko have this.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
And of course, we will we will continue again tomorrow. Now, the sit at home is on the 23rd and the 24th of this month. That is, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released. And I have a message. I want this particular message to be taken very, very seriously. The message goes to all the politicians, all those vying for position, in the so-coming election. The message goes to aspirant. The message goes to the Senate aspirant. The message goes to those who say want to go and contest at the National Assembly, especially from Biafra land. Today is the 17th day of January and 23. I am aware that you are all having meetings, secret meetings. I am aware that you are, brainstorming and having meetings. What you can do, what can you do, what can you not do, in order to have election. I want you to understand that you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. There is one thing, challenge, I will give to you people. Having these meetings can never change anything. Some of you have information that a lot of people don't have. And you know the information I'm talking about. What is happening in Biafra land is not about insecurity. It is a war that has been declared and is being fought. If you want to make impact, truly, in what is happening next month, if you want to make impact, if the people that are running for any office in the southeast and other part of Biafra land, if you want to make impact, I want to see you go to Abuja between now and 22nd. Between now and 22nd of this month. Today is 17 in Biafra land. So you have 20, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You have 4 days from now to go to Abuja and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back. If you do it, something positive will happen. I want every Biafrans to cut this particular section of this video. Tell them, I am aware of the meeting you have, and I am aware of everything you discussed in that meeting. And to show you that what we are fighting is for the best interest of Biafra people and the Ndi Igbo. I challenge you, if you are serious, if you really actually serious, leave that meeting you are having. It is never going to bring anything. As many as you are in that meeting, come together, walk to Abuja, to Malami, or to the man in Asorok. You know what to do. Go there. Come back with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 22nd, and miracle will happen. It's a challenge I have given you. But I know you people cannot do it because you are not real. You're not real. You were discussing and contemplating, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out now, can he stop Simon Ekpa? If this one can a challenge now, I'm throwing it even before. Because I know everything that was discussed in the meeting. All this press release of the Southeast, whatever, come, let us start speaking out. We don't need your speaking out. Just speaking out. Speaking out doesn't solve any problem. You have to go to Abuja, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and bring him to Biafra land. I am giving you my word. Things will change. That thing you are afraid of, I am telling you ahead of time. Bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go to Abuja between now and the 22nd of this month. First of all, the Monday sit at home will stop. From that moment. Second of all, the 23rd and the 24th sit at home, you also consider that. Just to show you that you are not real. I want to see these people that gathered to have meeting. I want to see you in Abuja. Go Abuja, go to Abuja. You know what to do. Tell them that everything now lies on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Bring him out. Bring him back to Southeast. And I will give you my word. And see things happen. But if this did not happen, and the only thing you are trying to do is to use gun and bullet, if you don't know that you have failed now, then you must be a fool. If you don't know by now that your gun and bullet cannot stop Biafra from coming, or cannot stop what we are doing, then you should know that you are a fool. You are not qualified to run for any office. By now, you should have done check and balance. and know that you can't stop us, because the information you have, other people don't have it. So this is my word to all those running for political offices in Biafra land this night, and take it very serious.